Welcome to Homeschooling, and thank you for watching our videos. In this video, we will explore 12 curriculum options available to families in Ghana. Knowing about these curriculums will not only help you decide on which one you can use for homeschooling your child, but also be informed on how your selected curriculum compares to the other curriculums. In Ghana, the curriculum used by most schools is the National Curriculum, developed by the National Council for Curriculum and Assessment, NACA. In addition to the national curriculum, the educational landscape in Ghana over the years has experienced the use of curriculums from other countries. Some of the curriculums are used across countries or are for education in a specific country. The curriculums may also be secular or religious, and others may be online or free to use. The following are the 12 curriculums that we'll be looking at in this video. 1. The National Curriculum of Ghana. 2. The Cambridge International Curriculum. 3. The International Baccalaureate Curriculum. 4. The Common Core Curriculum. 5. The Advanced Placement Curriculum. 6. The Canadian Curriculum. 7. The Australian Curriculum. 8. The Accelerated Christian Education Curriculum. 9. The Iqra Curriculum. 10. The Abeka Curriculum. 11. The Oak Meadow Curriculum. And 12. The Easy Peasy All-in-One Curriculum. Before we begin with the curriculums, let us examine what a curriculum is. A curriculum is a structured set of educational content, materials, and experiences designed to guide teaching and learning in a particular subject or program. It outlines the goals, standards, topics, skills, and assessment methods to be covered during a course or program. A curriculum can be used at various levels, from individual courses to entire educational programs. Now, let's take a look at each of the 12 curriculums. 1. The National Curriculum. The Ghana National Curriculum has evolved over time to reflect the country's educational needs, cultural heritage, and global trends. Let's take a look at a brief history of the Ghanaian National Curriculum. Colonial era, pre-independence, pre-1957. During the British colonial period, education in Ghana, then Gold Coast, followed a Western model, emphasizing reading, writing, and arithmetic. The curriculum was heavily influenced by the British system and largely geared towards preparing students for clerical and administrative roles. Post-independence reforms 1957 to 1987. After gaining independence in 1957, Ghana prioritized education as a tool for national development. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah introduced free and compulsory primary education and sought to decolonize the curriculum by integrating African history, culture, and values. 1987 education reforms. The introduction of the Junior Secondary School JSS and Senior Secondary School SSS system under the 1987 reforms was a major milestone. This system emphasized practical and vocational training alongside academic subjects, aiming to equip students with employable skills. 2007 educational reforms. The curriculum underwent another overhaul to align education with national development goals. The junior and senior secondary systems were renamed Junior High School JHS and Senior High School SHS respectively. New subjects such as Information and Communication Technology ICT and Citizenship Education were added to make education more relevant. 2019 reforms. The most recent reform replaced the objective-based curriculum with a standard-based curriculum for kindergarten through primary school. It emphasizes core competencies such as critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication. This curriculum seeks to improve foundational literacy and numeracy skills while fostering 21st century competencies. Standard-based curriculum versus objective-based curriculum. The current national curriculum is a standard-based curriculum, unlike the previous national curriculum, which was objective-based curriculum. Let us take a look at the two educational frameworks, since it is likely that you, the parent, may have been educated with an objective-based curriculum, whereas your ward will be educated with a standard-based curriculum. A standards-based curriculum, SBC, is an educational framework that is designed around specific learning standards, which clearly define what students are expected to know, understand, and be able to do at each grade level or stage of education. It focuses on building core competencies, ensuring mastery of skills, and preparing learners for practical application of knowledge in real-world situations. An objective-based curriculum, OBC, is an educational framework that is centered around specific, measurable learning objectives. These objectives outline what students are expected to achieve or demonstrate by the end of a lesson, unit, or course. The focus is on ensuring that students meet these predefined objectives, often within a short time frame. The standards-based curriculum, SBC, and the objectives-based curriculum, OBC, differ in their focus, structure, and approach to teaching and learning. Focus. Standard-based curriculum focuses on achieving specific standards that define what students should know and be able to do at each grade level. Objectives-based curriculum focuses on meeting lesson objectives which guide daily teaching but may not align with long-term goals. Learning outcomes. Standard-based curriculum prioritizes competency and mastery of skills and knowledge over time. Objectives-based curriculum emphasizes the completion of specific tasks or objectives, often focusing on short-term goals. Assessment. Standards-based curriculum uses criterion reference assessment to measure how well students meet set standards with a focus on understanding and application. Objectives-based curriculum often uses objective-based assessments that evaluate if students achieve specific objectives, sometimes prioritizing recall over deeper understanding. Teaching approach. Standards-based curriculum adopts a student-centered approach, emphasizing critical thinking, creativity, and real-world application. Objectives-based curriculum follows a more teacher-centered approach focused on delivering content to meet objectives. Structure. Standards-based curriculum organized around core competencies and holistic learning goals, encouraging cross-disciplinary connections. Objectives-based curriculum structured around individual objectives, often treating subjects and topics in isolation. In summary, the standards-based curriculum is seen to be more forward-looking, focusing on competency and mastery, while the objectives-based curriculum emphasizes content delivery and task completion. In essence, the standards-based curriculum aims for broader, longer-term competencies, while the objectives-based curriculum is narrower, focusing on specific short-term objectives. The current national curriculum of Ghana forms the backbone of the country's education system, ensuring learners acquire essential skills, knowledge, and values to contribute meaningfully to society. Managed by the National Council for Curriculum and Assessment (NACA), under the Ministry of Education, the curriculum emphasizes inclusivity, lifelong learning, and alignment with global education standards such as the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs). Its design fosters critical thinking, problem solving, and practical application of knowledge across all levels of education. Philosophy and goals of the national curriculum. The Ghanaian curriculum is driven by the belief that education is a tool for national development and individual empowerment. It is designed to achieve the following goals. 1. Holistic development. Foster intellectual, emotional, social, and physical growth in learners. 2. Global competence. Equip learners with skills to thrive in an interconnected and competitive global environment. 3. Cultural identity. Promotes Ghanaian values, traditions, and heritage while respecting global diversity. 4. Innovative thinking. Cultivates creativity and innovation to drive socio-economic progress. 5. Lifelong learning. Instill a love for continuous education and adaptability to changes in the modern world. The overarching philosophy ensures that education not only addresses academic achievement, but also nurtures ethical, responsible, and productive citizens. Key features of the national curriculum. 1. Core competencies. The 6 core competencies for all subjects describe a body of skills that teachers at all levels should seek to develop in their learners. They are ways teachers and learners engage with the subject matter as they learn the subject. The core competencies are a connected body of core skills that are acquired throughout the process of teaching and learning. Critical thinking and problem solving. Enhancing analytical and decision-making skills. Creativity and innovation. Encouraging original thinking and the ability to adapt to new challenges. Communication and collaboration. Developing effective interpersonal skills and teamwork. Personal development and leadership. Building self-confidence, discipline, and leadership qualities. Cultural identity and global citizenship. Strengthening a sense of belonging while embracing global perspective. Digital literacy. Preparing learners to navigate and leverage technology responsibly and effectively. 2. Inclusive education. The curriculum seeks to ensure equal learning opportunities for all, including children with disabilities and those from disadvantaged backgrounds. It promotes the use of differentiated instruction to cater to diverse learning needs. Practical and experiential learning. The curriculum focuses on hands-on activities and real-world applications. It integrates project-based learning, field trips, and community engagement. 4. Assessment framework. The curriculum emphasizes formative assessments to monitor progress and summative assessment for evaluation. It includes both written exams and practical demonstrations. Education system and structure of the curriculum. The Ghanaian education system is structured into several levels, each with a unique curriculum framework designed to meet the developmental needs of learners based on the current education reforms and in line with the Pre-Tertiary Act 2020, Act 1049. Pre-tertiary education is made up of the following. 1. Basic education. This comprises of 2 years of kindergarten, 6 years of primary school, and 3 years of junior high school. 2. Secondary education. This comprises of 3 years of senior high school or 3 years of technical and vocational education and training. The education system can be grouped into 5 phases. Key Phase 1, foundation level, comprising kindergarten 1 and 2. Key Phase 2, lower primary level, comprising basic 1 to basic 3. Key Phase 3, upper primary level of basic 4 to basic 6. Key Phase 4, junior high school level of JHS 1 to JHS 3. Key Phase 5, senior high school of SHS 1 to SHS 3. Structure of the current national curriculum. 1. Kindergarten, KG, foundation for learning. The age group for learners at the kindergarten is 4 to 5 years. The learning objective is to prepare children for primary education by developing basic communication skills, social interaction, and motor skills. The focus is play-based learning aimed at fostering curiosity and foundational skills. The methods of teaching are songs, storytelling, games, and role play are central to learning at this level. The subjects to be studied are literacy, numeracy, creative arts, and environmental studies. Primary education, basic 1 to 6, building knowledge. The age group for learners at the primary education level is age 6 to 11. The focus is strengthening foundational knowledge and skills and developing competencies in problem solving. The subjects to be studied are English language, mathematics, science, Ghanaian languages, social studies, creative arts, religious and moral education, physical education, ICT, information and communication technology. The highlights are introduction to ICT and environmental awareness, as well as a strong emphasis on literacy and numeracy as foundational skills for lifelong learning. 3. Junior high school, JHS 1 to 3, preparing for the future. The age group for learners at the junior high school level is age 12 to 14. The focus is preparing learners for secondary education or vocational training and introducing specialized subjects and career guidance. The subjects to be studied are mathematics, integrated science, English language, social studies, basic design and technology, BDT, religious and moral education, RME, French, Ghanaian languages, and ICT, information and communication technology. Assessment or examinations. Students take the Basic Education Certificate Examination, BECE, at the end of the junior high school to progress to the senior high school. 4. Senior high school, SHS, specialization and depth. The age group for learners at the senior high school level is age 15 to 18. Focus is on specialized education tailored to academic or vocational pathways and the development of advanced competencies for higher education or employment. Subjects. Students study the core subjects English, mathematics, integrated science, and social studies. In addition, students select their elective subjects from their selected pathways. The pathways that students can select are general art, general science, business, agriculture, visual art, technical and vocational education training, TVET. Assessment or examinations. Students take the West African Senior Secondary Certificate Examination, WASE, to qualify for tertiary education or employment. Highlight. Students choose elective subjects based on their career aspirations and the introduction of STEM-focused courses to address national development goals. Assessment and evaluation. The national curriculum adopts a balanced approach to assessment, combining formative and summative methods. Formative assessment. Continuous assessment throughout the academic year. Emphasis on observation, class participation, and project. Teachers provide regular feedback to guide learning. Summative assessment. End of term and end of year examinations. Standardized national exams like BECE and WASE evaluate academic achievement. Competency-based assessment focuses on students' ability to apply knowledge in real-life scenarios, includes practical demonstrations, group projects, and problem-solving tasks. The National Curriculum of Ghana is a dynamic framework aimed at nurturing well-rounded, global competent citizens while preserving Ghana's cultural identity. Its emphasis on competency-based learning, inclusivity, and practical application makes it a transformative force in education. We have explored the National Curriculum of Ghana. Now let us take a look at some curriculums that are used in multiple countries, such as the Cambridge International Curriculum and the International Baccalaureate, IB Curriculum. 2. The Cambridge International Curriculum. The Cambridge International Curriculum is a globally recognized educational program developed by Cambridge Assessment International Education, CAIE, a part of the University of Cambridge. It provides a robust and flexible framework for education from primary to advanced levels, preparing students for higher education and the modern world. Key features of the Cambridge International Curriculum. Globally recognized qualifications. The curriculum culminates in highly regarded qualifications such as the Cambridge IGCSE, Cambridge O-Level, Cambridge International AS and A levels, and Cambridge Pre-University. These qualifications are accepted by leading universities and employers worldwide. Flexibility. Schools can tailor the curriculum to align with their cultural, educational, and local requirements. Students have the freedom to choose from a wide range of subjects. Development of core skills. Emphasis on developing critical thinking, problem solving, communication, and research skills. Aims to foster independent learning and intellectual curiosity. Global outlook with local relevance. Encourages learners to appreciate global perspectives while valuing local cultures and contexts. Benchmark for excellence. Internationally benchmarked, ensuring consistency and quality. Educational stages in the Cambridge curriculum. 1. Cambridge Primary. The age group for learners at the Cambridge Primary level is age 5 to 11. The goal is to build foundational knowledge and skills with focus on literacy, numeracy, and scientific thinking. The subjects offered are English, mathematics, science, art and design, computing, digital literacy, English as a second language, global perspectives, humanities, modern foreign languages, music, physical education, and well-being. Subjects can be offered in any combination and adapted to suit your context, culture, and school ethos. Assessment. Cambridge Primary checkpoints, which are optional, assesses students' learning and provides detailed feedback. 2. Cambridge Lower Secondary. The age group for learners at the Cambridge Lower Secondary level is age 11 to 14. The goal is to deepen subject knowledge and prepare students for IGCSE. The subjects offered are English, mathematics, science, art and design, computing, digital literacy, English as a second language, global perspectives, humanities, modern foreign languages, music, physical education, and well-being. Subjects can be offered in any combination and adapted to suit your context, culture, and school ethos. Assessment. Cambridge Lower Secondary Checkpoint designed to evaluate readiness for higher stages. 3. Cambridge Upper Secondary. Age group. Cambridge Upper Secondary is typically for learners aged 14 to 16 years. The goal of Cambridge Upper Secondary is to build on the foundations of Cambridge Lower Secondary, although learners do not need to complete that stage before this one. Routes. It offers learners two routes, Cambridge IGCSE and Cambridge O-Level, which will lead to the Cambridge IGCSE International General Certificate of Secondary Education or Cambridge O-Level qualifications. The standards of the Cambridge IGCSE align with the GCSE qualification taken in England. Subjects. Learners usually take 6 to 9 subjects based on their abilities and career goals. Cambridge IGCSE offers a flexible curriculum with a choice of over 70 subjects in any combination, including core options like English, mathematics, and science, as well as electives like economics, business studies, and art. Assessment or examination. A mix of written exams, oral tests, and practical coursework. Grading is from A* to G for IGCSE, a similar scale for O-levels. Cambridge IGCSE examination sessions occur twice a year in June and November. Results are issued in August and January. 4. Cambridge Advanced, age 16 to 19. Age group. Cambridge Advanced is typically for learners aged 16 to 19 years who need advanced study to prepare for university and higher education. Cambridge International A-Level is typically a 2-year course, and Cambridge International AS Level is typically 1 year. Some subjects can be started as a Cambridge International AS Level and extended to a Cambridge International A-Level. Goals. Cambridge Advanced builds on the foundations of Cambridge Upper Secondary, although learners do not need to complete that stage before this one. Cambridge Advanced offers learners Cambridge International AS and A-Level, which will lead to AS and A-Level qualifications. Subjects. Students typically choose between 3 to 4 subjects for their A-levels. Cambridge Advanced offers 55 subjects, and students can select subjects in almost any combination. This flexibility means students can build an individualized curriculum, and learners can choose to specialize in a particular subject area or study a range of subjects. Assessment or examination. Rigorous exams, often split into AS, that is Advanced Subsidiary, and A2 component, grading from A** to E. Cambridge International AS and A-Level examination series are offered twice a year in June and November. Results are issued in August and January. Core components of the curriculum. Cambridge Global Perspectives, a cross-curricular program emphasizing skills like critical thinking, collaboration, and communication, offered at all stages, primary to advanced. Skill development. Focus on practical skills alongside theoretical knowledge. Emphasis on inquiry-based learning and independent research. Language support. English as a medium of instruction, but students can study in their first language in many cases. English language qualifications, for example, Cambridge English for non-native speakers. Benefits of the Cambridge curriculum. University readiness. Prepares students for the academic rigor of top universities worldwide. Cultural inclusivity. Adapts to the needs of diverse student bodies across different nations. Holistic education. Encourages extracurricular activities, leadership skills, and ethical awareness. Transferability. Easily transferable between Cambridge schools worldwide. Assessment approach. Formative and summative. Continuous assessment and end of course exams. Focus on skills. Application of knowledge rather than rote memorization. External grading. Examinations are marked by Cambridge Assessment International Education for uniformity. Availability and implementation. The Cambridge International Curriculum is offered to schools, and schools require Cambridge accreditation to deliver the curriculum. Students who do not attend Cambridge schools, but who wish to enter for Cambridge exams, such as students who are homeschooled, can find a Cambridge school in their community that accepts private candidates and register with them to take the Cambridge International Curriculum exams, such as the Cambridge IGCSE and Cambridge International AS and A-Level. 3. The International Baccalaureate, IB. The International Baccalaureate, IB, is a globally recognized educational framework that provides challenging and high-quality programs for students aged 3 to 19. It emphasizes academic rigor, critical thinking, intercultural understanding, and personal growth, preparing students to thrive in a globalized world. Overview of the International Baccalaureate. Established in 1968 in Geneva, Switzerland. The IB originally aim to provide a consistent international education for globally mobile students, particularly those of diplomats. It has since evolved to serve diverse educational needs worldwide. Key features of the International Baccalaureate focuses on holistic education, balancing academics, creativity, action, and service. Encourages critical thinking, inquiry-based learning, and intercultural awareness. Offers 4 distinct programs tailored to different age groups. Recognized by leading universities worldwide for its rigor and emphasis on well-rounded development. Global reach. Over 5,600 schools in 159 countries offer IB programs. More than 1.5 million students are enrolled in IB programs globally. The 4 IB programs. 1. Primary Years Program, PYP. The age group for learners for the Primary Years Program is 3 to 12 years. The focus is on laying the foundation for lifelong learning. The framework is organized around 6 transdisciplinary themes: who we are, where we are in place and time, how we express ourselves, how the world works, how we organize ourselves, sharing the planet. The Primary Years Program encourages inquiry-based learning and connections across disciplines. Assessment. Continuous assessment with a focus on student reflection and teacher feedback. 2. Middle Years Program, MYP. The age group for learners for the Middle Years Program is 11 to 16 years. The focus is on critical thinking, intercultural awareness, and community engagement. Structure. 8 subject groups: language acquisition, language and literature, individuals and societies, sciences, mathematics, art, physical and health education, and design. Students complete a personal project in the final year, showcasing their learning and skills. Assessment. School-based and externally moderated assessment. 3. Diploma Program, DP. The age group for learners for the Diploma Program is 16 to 19 years. The focus is on academic rigor and preparation for university. Structure. Students choose 6 subjects, 3 at higher level and 3 at standard level from the following groups: language and literature, language acquisition, individuals and societies, sciences, mathematics, and art, or an additional subject from the first 5 groups. The core requirements of the diploma program are Theory of Knowledge, TOK, encourages critical thinking about knowledge and how it is acquired. Extended Essay, EE, a 4,000-word independent research project. Creativity, Activity, Service, CAS, engages students in creative, physical, and community service activities. Assessment. External exams graded on a scale of 1 to 7 per subject. A maximum score of 45 points, including 3 bonus points for Theory of Knowledge, TOK, and Extended Essay, EE. 4. Career-Related Program, CP. The age group for learners for the middle years program is 16 to 19. The focus is on career-oriented education combined with academic study. Structure. Students complete at least 2 diploma program DP courses alongside a career-related study and the career-related program core. Core elements include personal and professional skills, service learning, reflective project, and language development. Assessment. Combines diploma program DP course assessment with internal evaluations of career-related studies. Key components of IB education. Learner profile. Aims to develop internationally minded individuals who are inquirers, knowledgeable, thinkers, communicators, principled, open-minded, caring, risk-takers, balanced, and reflective. Approaches to learning, ATL, focuses on skill development in research, communication, collaboration, self-management, and critical thinking. Interdisciplinary approach encourages connections across subject areas, fostering a deeper understanding of concepts. Global context. Learning is framed around real-world issues and challenges, enhancing relevance. Benefits of the IB. University recognition. IB graduates are highly sought after by universities worldwide due to their academic preparation, research skills, and global outlook. Some universities offer course credit for high DP scores. Critical thinking and inquiry. Students develop the ability to analyze, evaluate, and synthesize information, preparing them for higher education and beyond. Holistic development. The inclusion of creativity, activity, service, CAS, ensures students engage in creative and physical activities while giving back to the community. Global citizenship encourages students to understand and address global challenges. Flexibility offers schools the freedom to adapt the program to local context while maintaining IB principles. Assessment and grading. IB uses a mix of formative, ongoing, and summative final assessment. External examinations are conducted for the DP, while internal assessment are moderated by the IB. Emphasis on student understanding, critical thinking, and application of knowledge rather than rote memorization. Challenges of the IB. Demanding workload. The diploma program, in particular, is rigorous and requires effective time management. Cost. IB programs can be expensive, limiting accessibility for some schools and students. Teacher training. Teachers require specialized IB training, which can be costly and time-intensive. Adaptation to local context. While globally oriented, some schools may find it challenging to align IB principles with local education systems. Not available to homeschoolers. In its current form, the IB does not have options for homeschool students to undertake the program and take its examinations. Homeschooling families may explore online high schools that may offer a solution to this challenge. So far, we have learned about the National Curriculum of Ghana and 2 curriculums that are international and are used in multiple countries. Next, let us take a look at some curriculums that are country-specific. Curriculums in America. The US has no national curriculum, although states, school districts, and national groups require or propose specific standards to guide school instruction. These standards define what students should learn in different disciplines and grade levels. States also give standards-based standardized assessments. These examinations evaluate school performance, identify improvement areas, and assign resources or interventions. The Common Core State Standards, Next Generation Science Standards, and Smarter Balanced Assessment Consortium are state standards and tests. The absence of a national curriculum illustrates diversity, creativity, and flexibility in American education. Schools and educators can tailor their educational narratives to community needs and ambitions. This decentralized model encourages educators to experiment, adapt, and respond quickly to the changing education world. 4. The Common Core State Standards. The Common Core State Standards, CCSS, often referred to as the Common Core Curriculum, is a set of educational benchmarks designed to standardize learning outcomes across U.S. states. Developed in 2009 by education leaders and adopted by most U.S. states, the Common Core aims to ensure that students graduate high school prepared for college, career, and life in the global economy. Overview of the Common Core Curriculum. The purpose: to provide consistent learning goals across states, to promote equity by ensuring all students, regardless of geography, have access to a high-quality education, to prepare students with critical thinking, problem-solving, and analytical skills needed for success in college and the workforce. The subjects covered are English Language Arts, ELA, focuses on reading, writing, speaking, listening, and language skills. Mathematics emphasizes understanding concept, procedural skills, and application of knowledge. The key characteristics of Common Core State Standards, CCSS. Standards are research-based and evidence-driven. Focuses on depth rather than breadth of knowledge. Encourages higher-order thinking and application of skills to real-world problems. Standards are not a prescribed curriculum, but a set of learning goals. States, districts, and teachers retain flexibility in deciding how to teach. Development of the Common Core. The Common Core was a collaborative effort involving the National Governors Association, NGA, the Council of Chief State School Officers, CCSSO, education experts, researchers, and policymakers. It was introduced in 2010, and by 2015, 42 states and the District of Columbia had adopted it, though implementation varied widely. Structure of the Common Core Curriculum. 1. English Language Arts, ELA Standards. The English Language Arts, ELA Standards have been divided into the following strands. Reading focuses on both literature, fiction, and informational text, non-fiction. Emphasis on understanding complex text and identifying evidence to support analysis. Writing requires students to produce clear and coherent writing, encourages argumentative, informative, and narrative writing. Speaking and listening develops skills for formal presentations and collaborative discussions. Language covers grammar, vocabulary, and conventions of standard English. Special focus on cross-disciplinary literacy. Students are expected to analyze text in history, science, and technical subjects. Anchor standards serve as overarching goals for each strand. guiding skills progression from kindergarten to grade 12. 2. Mathematics standards. Divided into 2 components. Standards for mathematical practice, K-12. Universal skills such as problem solving, reasoning, communication, and modeling with mathematics. Standards for mathematical content, organized by grade level for K-8 and by topic. For example, algebra, geometry, statistics for high school. Key shifts in mathematics. Focus. Prioritize critical concepts at each grade level. Coherence. Connect learning across grades for a logical progression of knowledge. Rigor. Balances conceptual understanding, procedural fluency, and application. Key features of the Common Core curriculum. College and career readiness. The standards align with skills expected in first-year college courses and workplace environment. Includes analysis of non-fictional text, real-world math problems, and collaborative skills. Progression of learning. Skills build progressively year by year, ensuring students are ready for the next stage of education. Evidence-based standards reflects best practices from high-performing countries and US states. Assessment focus. Promotes assessment aligned with Common Core standards, such as Partnership for Assessment of Readiness for College and Careers, PA-RCC, and Smarter Balance Assessment Consortium, SBAC. Benefits of the Common Core curriculum. Uniformity across states. Ensures students in different states receive the same quality of education. Facilitates easier transitions for families moving between states. Focus on skills for the modern world. Emphasis on critical thinking, problem solving, and evidence-based arguments prepares students for the demands of a global economy. Collaboration and resources. Common standards enable teachers to share resources and best practices across states. Clear expectations. Parents, teachers, and students understand what is expected at each grade level. Criticism and challenges. Implementation variability. Some states struggled to adapt curriculum, train teachers, and allocate resources for the Common Core. Standardized testing. Heavy reliance on assessment led to concerns about teaching to the test and narrowing curriculum focus. Local control. Critics argue the Common Core undermines local and state education authority. One-size-fits-all approach. The standards are seen by some as too rigid for accommodating diverse learners, especially those with special needs or English language learners, ELLS. Current status. As of 2024, several states have modified or replaced the Common Core standards, but retain elements of its structure or focus. A few states never adopted the standards. Despite criticisms, the Common Core continues to influence curriculum development, instructional strategies, and assessment in many states. 5. The Advanced Placement AP Curriculum. The Advanced Placement AP Curriculum is a rigorous academic program developed and administered by the College Board, primarily in the United States. It offers high school students the opportunity to take college-level courses and exams, earning them potential college credit and advanced placement in university programs. The AP curriculum is recognized globally for its academic rigor and is often used to enhance college applications. Overview of the AP curriculum. History and development. Established in 1955 by the College Board. Initially aimed to bridge the gap between secondary and post-secondary education by providing challenging coursework for talented high school students. Philosophy. The program seeks to prepare students for college-level academic challenges while fostering critical thinking, research skills, and subject mastery. Global reach. Over 2.8 million students worldwide take AP exams annually. AP courses are offered in over 100 countries, with thousands of schools participating. Recognition. AP credits are recognized by most colleges and universities in the US and many institutions abroad, providing students with an opportunity to earn college credits or advanced placement. Key features of the AP curriculum. College-level rigor. AP courses are designed to mirror introductory college courses, challenging students to engage deeply with the material. Wide range of subjects. There are 39 AP courses across 7 categories: art, English, history, and social sciences, math and computer sciences, sciences, world languages and cultures, and interdisciplinary studies. Standardized exams. Each course culminates in an AP exams graded on a scale of 1 to 5. 5, extremely well qualified. 4, well qualified. 3, qualified. 2, possibly qualified. And 1, no recognition. A score of 3 or higher is often required for college credit, though requirements vary by institution. Exam structure. AP exams are standardized tests administered in May each year. Exams typically include multiple choice questions, free response questions, and essays. Grading. Exams are scored by a combination of computer algorithms for multiple choice and trained educators for free response. Score report. Scores are sent to colleges, universities of the student's choice. Students can also request additional score reports for other institutions. Flexibility. Students can choose to take as few or as many AP courses as they want, based on interest and ability. Weighted GPA. Many high schools offer extra GPA points for AP courses due to their difficulty. Benefits of the AP curriculum. College credit. Students can earn college credits, potentially saving on tuition costs and allowing for earlier graduation. Academic preparation. Prepare students for the challenges of college-level coursework. Enhance college applications. AP courses and exam scores demonstrate academic rigor and a willingness to challenge one's self. Skill development develops critical thinking, analytical writing, problem solving, and time management skills. Global recognition. Many international universities accept AP credits or consider AP courses in admissions decisions. Challenges of the AP curriculum. Intense workload. AP courses require significant time and effort with extensive reading, research, and problem solving. Exams pressure. Success in AP courses is often tied to performance on a single standardized exam. Costs. AP exams typically cost $97 to $145 per exams, depending on the country. Limited accessibility. Some schools may not offer a wide range of AP courses due to resource constraints. College credit policies. Not all colleges accept AP credits, and credit policies vary widely. 6. The Canadian Curriculum. The Canadian Curriculum is a nationally recognized educational framework used across Canada's provinces and territories. Though education in Canada is decentralized, each province or territory manages its own curriculum, ensuring a high standard of education while allowing for regional variation. The curriculum emphasizes inclusivity, critical thinking, and preparing students for a rapidly changing global society. Overview of the Canadian Curriculum. Decentralized education system. Each of Canada's 13 provinces and territories has its own Ministry of Education. Curricula are tailored to meet local needs while adhering to the national standards. Key principles: holistic development, including academic, social, emotional, and physical growth. Inclusivity, diversity, and multicultural education. Development of 21st century skills such as critical thinking, communication, and collaboration. Languages of instruction. English and French are the primary languages of instruction. Many schools also offer instruction in indigenous and other heritage languages. Grade levels: elementary school, kindergarten to grade 6. Middle school, grade 7 to 8, varies by province. High school, grades 9 to 12 or 11 in Quebec. Key features of the Canadian curriculum. Core subject: language art. Emphasis on reading, writing, oral communication, and media literacy. Mathematics. Focus on numeracy, problem solving, and real-world application. Science. Inquiry-based learning in biology, chemistry, physics, and environmental sciences. Social studies includes history, geography, civics, and economics. Health and physical education promotes physical fitness, mental health, and healthy lifestyles. Unique features: indigenous education, incorporation of indigenous history, culture, and perspectives. French immersion programs, widely available across provinces. STEM and technology integration. Strong emphasis on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Electives and special programs. Wide range of electives, including arts, music, business, and technology. Specialized programs like International Baccalaureate, Advanced Placement, and Vocational Training. Assessment and evaluation. Balanced between formative ongoing and summative final assessment. Standardized testing in setting grades, for example, EQAO in Ontario, PATs in Alberta. Curriculum details by province or territory. Ontario. Curriculum highlights: strong emphasis on equity and inclusion. Standardized testing, EQAO, in grades 3, 6, and 9. High school diploma requires 30 credits, including mandatory volunteer hours. Special programs. Ontario Youth Apprenticeship Program, OYAP. Specialist High Skills Majors, SHSM. British Columbia. Curriculum highlight. Focus on personalized learning and competencies like communication, thinking, and personal or social responsibility. Encourages project-based and experiential learning. Unique features. Graduation program for grades 10 to 12 includes flexible course options. Abeka Curriculum highlights. Unique structure. Primary school ends at grade 6, followed by 5 years of high school, secondary 1 to 5. Post-secondary students attend CE GEP, that is pre-university or vocational program. Special focus. Strong emphasis on French language and Quebecois culture. Abeka Curriculum highlights. High emphasis on literacy, numeracy, and practical skills. Provincial Achievement Test, PATS, in grade 6 and 9. Innovative practices. Dual credit programs, allowing students to earn college credits in high school. Indigenous education across provinces. Key focus. Recognizing and incorporating the histories, cultures, and languages of indigenous peoples. Collaboration with indigenous communities to design culturally relevant content. Strengths of the Canadian curriculum. Inclusivity. Promotes multiculturalism, bilingualism, and respect for diversity. Integrates indigenous perspectives and acknowledges historical injustices. Global readiness. Develops skills for global citizenship and leadership. High standards in STEM and language proficiency. Flexibility. Adapts to the needs of students with varying abilities and interests. Offers a range of pathways from academic to vocational education. High global rankings. Canadian students consistently perform well in international assessment like the PISA, Program for International Student Assessment. Focus on well-being. Comprehensive health education, including mental health and social-emotional learning. Challenges of the Canadian curriculum. Regional variations. Differences between provinces can make transitions challenging for students moving across provinces. Resource disparities. Rural and indigenous communities may face resource shortages. Standardized testing concerns. Criticism about the stress and limited scope of standardized assessments. Balancing tradition and innovation. Struggle to integrate new teaching methodologies while maintaining foundational skills. The Canadian curriculum is a progressive, inclusive, and flexible education system that equips students with skills and knowledge needed to thrive in a multicultural and globalized world. Its emphasis on holistic development, respect for diversity, and innovative teaching practices makes it one of the most respected education systems internationally. 7. The Australian Curriculum. The Australian Curriculum is a nationally standardized framework for education in Australia, developed to provide a consistent and high-quality learning experience for students across all states and territories. It outlines the knowledge, skills, and values that students are expected to develop from foundation, kindergarten prep to year 12. Overview of the Australian Curriculum. Purpose: to ensure that all Australian students acquire essential knowledge, skills, and values to thrive in a globalized and rapidly changing world. Provides a shared foundation while allowing flexibility for local adaptations by states and territories. Development and oversight. Designed by the Australian Curriculum, Assessment and Reporting Authority, A.C.E. Reviewed regularly to ensure relevance and responsiveness to societal and technological changes. Structure. 3 dimensions. Learning areas. Core academic subject. General capabilities. Cross-curricular skills like critical thinking, digital literacy, and ethical understanding. Cross-curriculum priorities. Themes addressing contemporary issues. Key features of the Australian Curriculum. Learning areas. The curriculum is divided into 8 key learning areas, ensuring a well-rounded education. English focuses on literacy, communication, literature, and language skills. Encourages critical analysis of text and creativity in expression. Mathematics covers number, algebra, geometry, measurement, and statistics. Develops problem solving, reasoning, and fluency in mathematical concepts. Science promotes inquiry-based learning through biology, chemistry, physics, and earth sciences. Emphasizes scientific thinking and practical applications. Humanities and Social Sciences, HASS, includes history, geography, civics, and economics. Encourages understanding of human society, cultures, and environments. The arts encompasses visual art, music, drama, dance, and media arts. Focuses on creativity, expression, and cultural appreciation. Technologies divided into digital technologies, coding, ICT, and design and technologies, engineering, problem solving. Health and Physical Education, HPE, covers physical fitness, mental health, and healthy lifestyle practices. Languages. Offers a choice of languages, including Asian, European, and indigenous languages. General capabilities. These capabilities are integrated across all learning areas to develop well-rounded individuals. Literacy, numeracy, information and communication technology capability, critical and creative thinking, personal and social capability, ethical understanding, intercultural understanding. Cross-curriculum priorities. Address significant contemporary issues to deepen students' understanding of their roles in a global context. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Island histories and cultures, recognizing and valuing indigenous contributions and perspectives. Asia and Australia's engagement with Asia, understanding Australia's role in the Asia-Pacific region. Sustainability, promoting awareness and action for a sustainable future. Phases of education. Foundation to Year 2, early childhood. Focus, building foundational literacy and numeracy skills, social and emotional development, introduction to inquiry-based learning. Key learning areas, basic concepts in English, mathematics, and science. Exploration through play and structured activities. Year 3 to 6, primary education. Focus, strengthening core academic skills, encouraging creativity, problem solving, and teamwork. Key learning areas, introduction to HASS and the arts, basic technology and coding skills. Year 7 to 10, secondary education. Focus, broadening academic knowledge and critical thinking, preparing for senior secondary pathways. Key features, specialized subject choices begin in Year 9. Exposure to complex topics in science, mathematics, and humanities. Years 11 to 12, senior secondary. Focus, preparing for higher education, vocational training, or workforce entry. Emphasis on specialization in selected subjects. Assessment and certification. State and territory certificate. New South Wales Higher School Certificates, HSC. Victoria, Victorian Certificate of Education, VCE. Queensland, Queensland Certificate of Education, QCE. Pathways to ATAR, Australian Tertiary Admission Rank for University Entry. Assessment and reporting. Types of assessment. Formative, ongoing classroom assessment for feedback. Summative, end of term or year evaluation for grading. National Standardized Testing, NAPLAN or NAPLAN. National Assessment Program, Literacy and Numeracy. Conducted for Years 3, 5, 7, and 9. assesses reading, writing, language conventions, and numeracy. Progress reporting. Schools provide regular reports to parents, aligning with national performance standards. Strengths of the Australian curriculum. Comprehensive and inclusive. Covers a wide range of disciplines, skills, and values. Prioritizes diversity and cultural inclusivity. Future-oriented. Strong focus on 21st century skills like digital literacy and critical thinking. Consistency across regions. Ensures equitable education quality across states and territories. Integration of global perspectives. Promotes global awareness and intercultural understanding. Emphasis on well-being includes physical, mental, and social health education. Challenges of the Australian curriculum. Implementation variations. States and territories have flexibility in adapting the curriculum, leading to potential disparities. Workload for teachers. High demands for integrating general capabilities and cross-curriculum priorities. Resource gaps. Schools in rural or disadvantaged areas may face resource shortages. Standardized testing pressure. Concerns about the overemphasis on NAPLAN and its impact on student well-being. The Australian curriculum provides a robust and inclusive framework designed to meet the diverse needs of students while preparing them for future challenges. Its integration of traditional academic disciplines, modern capabilities, and global themes makes it a forward-thinking curriculum that balances local relevance with international applicability. In exploring curriculums, it is important to be as diverse as we can in our selections. At this moment, let us look at some curriculums that are religious. 8. Accelerated Christian Education, A.C.E. Accelerated Christian Education, A.C.E. is a biblically based educational program designed to provide individualized learning for students of all ages. It is widely used in Christian schools and homeschooling environments worldwide. The curriculum emphasizes character development, biblical principles, and mastery-based learning to help students achieve academic excellence while fostering a strong Christian worldview. Overview of Accelerated Christian Education, A.C.E. History and development. The A.C.E. was founded in 1970 by Dr. Donald Howard in Garland, Texas, USA. It is developed to offer an alternative to traditional secular education, focusing on Christian values and individualized instruction. Philosophy. Education should be centered around biblical principles. Students learn at their own pace to ensure mastery of content. The curriculum integrates character building into academic instruction, encouraging students to grow spiritually and morally alongside academic achievements. Global reach. Used in over 145 countries, with more than 6,000 schools and countless homeschooling families adopting the program. Key features of the A.C.E program. Individualized learning. Students work independently using self-paced workbooks called Peasy, packets of accelerated Christian education. Each student progresses based on their understanding and mastery of concepts rather than grade-level expectations. Mastery-based education. Students must achieve a score of at least 80% on Peasy test before moving to the next level. This ensures thorough understanding before advancing. Biblical integration. Every subject incorporates biblical principles and scriptures, encouraging a Christ-centered worldview. Character building. The curriculum emphasizes 60 character traits such as diligence, honesty, patience, and responsibility. These traits are integrated into lessons and assessments, promoting moral and spiritual growth. Parental and teacher roles. In A.C.E, parents in homeschooling or supervisors in schools play an active role in guiding, monitoring, and supporting students' progress. Structure of the A.C.E curriculum. Grade levels. Covers preschool, age 3 to 5, through grade 12. Students are placed at their performance level, not necessarily their chronological grade. Core subject. Math focuses on foundational concepts, problem solving, and real-world application. English includes grammar, writing, reading, and vocabulary development. Science teaches God's creation through studies in biology, chemistry, physics, and earth science. Social studies covers history, geography, economics, and government from a Christian perspective. Word building, spelling, and vocabulary development with a focus on biblical terms. Bible studies directly teaches biblical doctrines and principles. Electives offers a variety of subjects such as business, math, health, art, music, speech, and foreign languages. Life skills courses like home economics and auto mechanics are also available. Peasy system. Each subject is divided into 12 pieces per year. Pieces are small, manageable booklets that focus on specific topics. Each piece includes self-tests, activities, and a final test to evaluate mastery. Diagnostic testing. New students take diagnostic tests to identify strengths and weaknesses. The results determine their starting point in the curriculum. Supervised learning. Students work at their own pace but under the supervision of a trained facilitator or teacher known as supervisor. assessment, and progress monitoring. Self-test. Mini assessment embedded within pieces to allow students to check their understanding. Students cannot proceed to the final test without successfully completing self-tests. PACE tests. Final tests for each PACE booklet. Students must score at least 80% to pass. Otherwise, they repeat the PACE. Goal setting. Students set daily and weekly goals for completing PACEs, fostering time management and self-discipline. Progress report. Regular progress tracking helps supervisors and parents monitor a student's development. Christian character development. A.C.E. uniquely incorporates character training by character traits. Each PACE highlights a specific character trait, such as kindness, obedience, or faithfulness, with scripture references. Role models. Stories of biblical figures or fictional characters demonstrating Christian virtues are included in lessons. Scripture memorization. Students memorize Bible verses related to the content they are studying. Programs within A.C.E. Preschool. Early learning program for ages 3 to 5, focusing on readiness skills like phonics, numbers, and motor skills. Kindergarten with A.C.E. and Christy. An introduction to reading, math, and writing using phonics and character building stories. School of Tomorrow. The broader program framework used by Christian schools worldwide. ABCs with A.C.E. and Christy. A learning to read program for early learners that combines phonics, Bible lessons, and character training. Advantages of the A.C.E. program. Customizable learning, ideal for students with varying academic needs, including gifted students and those with learning challenges. Biblical foundations. Infuses Christian values and biblical teachings into all aspects of education. Character building. Reinforces moral and ethical development alongside academics. Flexibility. Suitable for homeschooling, traditional classrooms, or hybrid learning environment. Self-paced approach. Reduces pressure and allows students to build confidence in their abilities. Affordability. Generally, less expensive than other Christian curricula or private schooling options. Criticism and challenges. Limited interaction. Heavy reliance on individual work may limit collaboration and peer interaction compared to traditional classrooms. Lack of depth. Critics argue that the curriculum sometimes lacks depth in critical thinking and advanced topics. Workload. The self-paced nature required strong motivation and self-discipline, which can be challenging for some students. Religious focus. The strong biblical emphasis may not appeal to families seeking a more secular or pluralistic education. Global impact of A.C.E. Popularity. Widely adopted by Christian schools and homeschooling families seeking a Christ-centered curriculum. International reach. Adapted for use in different cultural and linguistic contexts while maintaining biblical foundations. Recognition. A.C.E. graduates have successfully transitioned to higher education and professional careers, though acceptance of A.C.E. transcripts may vary by institution and country. Accelerated Christian education offers a distinct educational experience that combines academic excellence, Christian values, and individualized learning. It is particularly suited for families and schools seeking a curriculum deeply rooted in biblical principles and focused on character development. While it has its challenges, the program's flexibility and emphasis on moral education make it a compelling option for Christian educators worldwide. 9. Iqra Curriculum. The Iqra International Education Foundation is a prominent organization providing Islamic curriculum resources for students from pre-K through high school. Established with the goal of nurturing Islamic values and integrating them into academic learning, the Iqra curriculum is widely used in Islamic schools, homeschooling environment, and supplementary programs globally. Overview of Iqra Curriculum. History and philosophy. Founded in 1983 by Dr. Abdullah Ghazi and Dr. Tasnima Ghazi, leading Islamic scholars and educators, aims to provide high-quality Islamic education that integrates Quranic teachings with contemporary academic disciplines. Based on the holistic approach to education that emphasizes moral development, critical thinking, and faith-based learning. Mission: to cultivate a strong Islamic identity and understanding in students, to prepare learners to contribute positively to society while adhering to Islamic principles. Global reach. The curriculum is used in Islamic schools, weekend schools, and homeschooling settings worldwide. Available in multiple languages, including English, Arabic, and Urdu. Key features of the Iqra curriculum. Comprehensive Islamic education. Covers core Islamic subjects such as Quran, Hadith, Fiqh, Islamic jurisprudence, Sirah, the life of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and Islamic history. Integrate Islamic values and perspectives into subjects like science, social studies, and language arts. developmentally appropriate, tailored to suit the cognitive and spiritual growth stages of children. Gradual progression from foundational knowledge to more advanced concepts. Faith-centered learning emphasizes the development of a strong relationship with Allah and adherence to Islamic principles. Focuses on moral and ethical development in line with the teachings of the Quran and Sunnah. Bilingual and multilingual options. Many resources are available in Arabic alongside English translations to promote linguistic and cultural literacy. Encourages the mastery of Quranic Arabic for deeper understanding of Islamic texts. Interactive and engaging resources includes textbooks, workbooks, teacher guides, multimedia resources, and digital tools. Lessons incorporate storytelling, art, and hands-on activities to engage learners. Curriculum components by grade level. Early childhood, pre-K to kindergarten. Core focus. Introduction to basic Islamic concepts, Allah, prophets, and Islamic values. Memorization of short surahs from the Quran with simple meanings. Basic Arabic letters and sounds. Key materials. Iqra Preschool Program, a series designed to teach Islamic etiquette, adab, simple duas, and the foundations of Islamic belief. Interactive activities like coloring, tracing, and storytelling. Elementary school, grades 1 to 5. Core subject: Quranic studies, tajweed, proper recitation, memorization, and understanding of selected surahs. Hadith studies, introduction to simple sayings of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and their applications in daily life. Seerah, stories from the life of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Islamic history, stories of prophets and key historical events. Arabic language, vocabulary building, and reading Quranic Arabic. Notable textbooks: Iqra Arabic Reader Series, progressive lessons in Arabic reading and comprehension. Our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, life in Medina and Makkah, engaging account of the Prophet's life. Middle school, grade 6 to 8. Core subjects: Quranic studies, deeper exploration of Quranic themes, tafsir, interpretation, and hafiz, memorization. Fiqh, introduction to Islamic rulings on purification, prayer, fasting, and other acts of worship. Islamic history, study of Islamic civilizations, the Caliphate period, and Muslim contributions to science and culture. Ethics and morality, application of Islamic principles in contemporary scenarios. Key materials: Tasfiyah for children and teens, simplified commentary on selected Quranic verses, a history of Islam, comprehensive history books tailored for middle schoolers. High school, grades 9 to 12. Advanced studies, Quranic sciences, in-depth study of Quranic themes, structure, and miracles. Hadith sciences, authentic Hadith collections and their applications, Fiqh and Aqidah, advanced Islamic jurisprudence and theology. Islamic leadership and contemporary issues, addressing modern challenges through Islamic frameworks. College preparation emphasizes critical thinking, debate, and research skills, guidance on integrating Islamic values into higher education and professional life. Teaching and learning approach. Integrated faith and learning. Lessons incorporate Quranic verses and Hadith to connect academic concepts with Islamic teachings. Hands-on activities. Use of project, craft, and experiment to make learning interactive. Differentiated instruction. Tailored materials and pacing for various learning levels and styles. Parental involvement encourages active parental participation in reinforcing Islamic values and lessons at home. Teacher support, comprehensive teacher guides with lesson plans, assessment tools, and instructional strategies. Strengths of Iqra Curriculum. Comprehensive and systematic. Provides a well-rounded Islamic education that integrates academics and faith. User-friendly. Easy to implement for teachers and homeschooling parents. Bilingual learning. Supports Arabic language development, crucial for understanding Islamic texts. High-quality materials, professionally designed textbooks and digital resources. Global relevance, tailored to diverse cultural and linguistic backgrounds. Challenges of Iqra Curriculum. Cost. While affordable compared to some curricula, purchasing complete sets for multiple grades can add up. Internet dependency. Some supplementary resources require reliable internet access. Christian or secular adaptation. Designed specifically for Islamic learning, family seeking secular integration may find it less adaptable. The Iqra Curriculum is a valuable resource for families and institutions seeking a robust faith-based education system. With its comprehensive coverage, developmental approach, and strong emphasis on Islamic values, it nurtures well-rounded individuals equipped for both spiritual and worldly success. Its flexibility makes it suitable for various educational settings, from homeschooling to full-time Islamic schools. 10. The Abeka Curriculum. The Abeka Curriculum is a comprehensive Christian-based educational program widely used by private schools and homeschooling families. It provides a structured approach to learning, integrating biblical teachings into traditional academic subjects. The curriculum is known for its rigor, focus on mastery, and commitment to promoting a Christian worldview. Overview of the Abeka Curriculum. History and development. Established in 1972 by Dr. Alan Horton and Rebecca Horton in Pensacola, Florida. Originated from Pensacola Christian Academy, where the program was first implemented. The name Abeka is derived from Rebecca Horton's name. Philosophy. Education should be rooted in biblical principles, reflecting a Christian worldview in all areas of life. Academic rigor and character development are essential for preparing students for life and eternity. Global reach, used by thousands of schools and homeschooling families worldwide, primarily in the US and English-speaking countries. Materials are available in both printed and digital formats. Key features of the Abeka Curriculum. Christian worldview. Every subject integrates biblical principles, emphasizing the belief in God as the creator and moral guide. Scripture memorization and biblical stories are embedded in lessons. Structured learning. The curriculum follows a traditional teacher-led approach with a focus on mastery. Materials are designed to be sequential, building on previous knowledge. High academic standards. Known for its rigor, especially in subjects like English, mathematics, and history. Emphasis on foundational skills such as phonics, grammar, and arithmetic. Comprehensive scope. Covers preschool through 12th grade. Offers a complete package including textbooks, workbooks, lesson plans, tests, and teaching aids. Mastery-based learning. Students are expected to master content before moving on to the next topic. Frequent reviews and drills reinforce learning. Parental involvement. Designed for use in both classroom settings and homeschooling. Provides detailed lesson plans to guide parents and teachers in daily instruction. Structure of the Abeka Curriculum. Grade levels. From preschool, age 2 to 12th grade, with age-appropriate content for each stage. Core subjects. Bible. Daily Bible lessons, character training, and scripture memorization. Phonics and reading. Strong emphasis on phonics for early literacy. English includes grammar, composition, literature, spelling, and vocabulary. Mathematics. Arithmetic in early grades, advancing to algebra, geometry, and calculus. Science. Presented from a creationist perspective, covering life sciences, physical sciences, and earth sciences. History. Focus on US history, world history, and geography from a Christian viewpoint. Electives. Art, music, health, and physical education are included. Foreign languages like Spanish and French are available for higher grades. Special features for early grades. Preschool and kindergarten emphasize readiness skills, phonics, and numbers. Hands-on activities and visual aids enhance engagement. Advanced options. High school students can take advanced courses such as chemistry, physics, and advanced mathematics. Electives like business, math, and family consumer sciences are also offered. Curriculum delivery options. Homeschooling program offers complete kits with everything parents need to teach. Includes teacher's guides, student books, tests, and teaching aids. Abeka Academy, video-based homeschooling option where lessons are taught by experienced teachers. This comes in two forms. Accredited program includes grading, transcripts, and diplomas. Independent study, parents handle grading and records. Christian schools. Abeka provides classroom materials and support for traditional Christian schools. Teaching and assessment. Teacher-led instruction. Designed for a traditional classroom or homeschooling setting where the teacher actively leads lessons. Includes scripted lesson plans to guide instruction. Frequent reviews. Built-in review systems help reinforce learning and ensure mastery. Assessment. Regular quizzes, tests, and reviews are provided. Grading is straightforward with answer keys and grading guidelines included in teachers' materials. Standardized testing. Abeka materials prepare students for standardized tests such as SAT, ACT, and state assessment. Advantages of the Abeka curriculum. Christian foundation. Ideal for families seeking an education rooted in biblical values. Strong fundamentals. Emphasis on phonics, grammar, and arithmetic ensures a solid academic foundation. Rigorous academics prepare students for college and beyond with challenging content. Comprehensive support provides everything needed for teaching, including detailed lesson plans and instructional videos. Flexibility can be adapted for homeschooling or traditional classrooms. Accreditation option. Abeka Academy's accredited program offers official transcripts and diplomas. Challenges of the Abeka curriculum. Teacher-parent dependency requires significant time and effort from teachers or parents, especially in homeschooling settings. Cost. Materials and video lessons can be expensive compared to other curricula. Limited critical thinking. Critics argue that the curriculum prioritizes rote memorization over critical thinking skills. Creationist science. Science is taught from a young earth creationist perspective which may not align with families' beliefs or scientific consensus. Workload. The program can be demanding with frequent reviews and assessments. The Abeka curriculum is an excellent choice for families and schools seeking a Christ-centered, rigorous academic program. It provides a structured approach to education, ensuring students build strong foundational skills while developing a biblical worldview. However, the workload, cost, and specific worldview may not suit every family. The next two curriculums are tailored for homeschooling. Oak Meadow Curriculum is secular, and Easy Peasy all-in-one curriculum is religious. 11. The Oak Meadow Curriculum. The Oak Meadow Curriculum is a progressive, flexible educational program designed for homeschooling families and independent learners. It blends a creative, child-centered approach with strong academics and an emphasis on hands-on experiential learning. Oak Meadow is particularly noted for its alignment with developmental stages and its focus on fostering a love of learning. Overview of the Oak Meadow Curriculum. History and philosophy. Founded in 1975 by Lawrence Williams in Brattleboro, Vermont. Inspired by Waldorf education, though less rigid, with a focus on developmental and holistic learning. Philosophy emphasizes cultivating a balance between intellectual, artistic, and practical skills. Core values. Education should nurture curiosity, creativity, and critical thinking. Learning is most effective when it connects to a child's natural development and interest. Encourages a strong connection to nature and the arts. Target audience. Designed for homeschooling families, but can also be adapted for distant learning or as a supplement to traditional schooling. Suitable for learners from preschool to 12th grade. Key features of the Oak Meadow Curriculum. Holistic and developmental approach. Aligns with the developmental stages of children, focusing on meeting their emotional, social, and cognitive needs. Encourages learning through exploration, creativity, and hands-on experiences. Flexible structure. Allows families to adapt lessons to suit their schedules, learning styles, and interests. Offers opportunities for both independent and collaborative learning. Integrated art. The curriculum emphasizes the integration of visual arts, music, and storytelling into all subjects. Hands-on projects and creative expression are central to the learning process. Nature-based learning encourages outdoor exploration and the study of natural world. Incorporates environmental stewardship and sustainable practices. Accredited distance learning options. Families can enroll in the Oak Meadow School. An accredited distance learning program offers teacher support, grading, and official transcripts. Grade level breakdown. Preschool to grade 4 focuses on developmental foundational skills through play, storytelling, and exploration. Core subjects: language art, phonics, storytelling, and beginning writing skills. Mathematics, basic arithmetic and problem solving through real-world activities. Science, nature studies and hands-on experiments. Social studies, introduction to communities, cultures, and geography. Emphasizes imaginative play, crafts, and connection to nature. Grades 5 to 8. Introduces more structured academics while maintaining creative hands-on approach. Core subjects: language arts, advanced writing, literary analysis, and vocabulary development. Mathematics, pre-algebra and algebra. Science, general science, environmental studies, and life sciences. Social studies, US and world history, civics, and cultural studies. Encourages independent learning and critical thinking. High school, grades 9 to 12. Rigorous academics prepare students for college and career readiness. Core subjects: English, literature, composition, and creative writing. Mathematics, algebra, geometry, calculus, and statistics. Science, biology, chemistry, physics, and environmental science. Social studies, world history, US history, government, and economics. Electives include foreign languages, art, advanced sciences, offers guidance, counseling, AP courses, and college preparation for enrolled students. Teaching and learning approach. Project-based learning. Students are encouraged to engage in projects that integrate multiple subjects. Examples include creating art, building models, conducting experiments, or researching topics of interest. Emphasis on independent thinking. Curriculum encourages students to explore topics in depth and form their own conclusions. Open-ended assignments allow for creativity and personal expression. Hands-on activities. Lessons include cooking, crafting, gardening, and building to reinforce academic concepts. Literature-based learning, a strong focus on reading and analyzing classic and contemporary literature. Guided support for parents. Detailed lesson plans provide step-by-step guidance for parents. Enrolled families receive access to teacher support. Materials and resources. Curriculum packages. Each grade level package includes teacher's guides with daily lesson plans, student workbooks, reading lists, and project instructions. Supplementary materials like arts supplies or science kits for certain activities. Digital options. Online access to assignments, materials, and supplemental resources. Oak Meadow School provides an online learning platform for enrolled students. Customized learning. Families can purchase individual courses or entire grade level packages. Can be adapted to suit unschooling or eclectic learning styles. Accreditation and support. Oak Meadow School, an accredited distance learning school that offers teacher support and grading, transcripts, and diplomas for high school graduates, counseling, and college advising. Accreditation. Fully accredited by the Middle State Association of Colleges and Schools. Meets U.S. educational standards. Benefits of the Oak Meadow Curriculum. Creative and flexible. Encourages creativity and adapts to different learning styles. Child-centered. Aligns with the child's natural development, fostering joy in learning. Holistic education integrates academics, art, and nature for a well-rounded education. College readiness. High school program prepares students for higher education, offering guidance and AP courses options. Global recognition. Accredited and recognized by schools and colleges worldwide. Challenges of the Oak Meadow Curriculum. Cost, materials, and enrollment fees can be expensive compared to other curricula. Parent involvement requires significant time and effort from parents, especially in younger grades. Less structured for advanced learners. May not provide enough challenge for highly advanced students without additional supplementation. Not exclusively secular. While not religious, some families may prefer a strictly secular curriculum. The Oak Meadow Curriculum is an excellent choice for families seeking a balance of rigorous academics, creative freedom, and holistic development. It is particularly well suited for homeschooling families who value flexibility, project-based learning, and a connection to nature. However, the program requires active parental involvement and may need supplementation for highly advanced students. 12. Easy Peasy All-in-One Curriculum. Easy Peasy All-in-One Homeschool is a free online-based homeschool curriculum designed for pre-kindergarten through 12th grade. Developed by Lee Gales, a homeschooling mother, it provides a Christian-centered, all-in-one approach to education. It's structured to be user-friendly, affordable, and accessible for families of all backgrounds. Overview of Easy Peasy All-in-One Homeschool Curriculum. History and philosophy. Created in 2011 by Lee Gales to simplify homeschooling for families. Built on a Christian foundation, integrating biblical principles throughout the curriculum. Promotes independent learning with minimal parental oversight required. Mission: to make homeschooling accessible and affordable for everyone. To provide a comprehensive education that fosters academic excellence, creativity, and spiritual growth. Accessibility: entirely online and free, though families may need to purchase additional materials like books or supplies for hands-on projects. Accessible worldwide as it uses internet-based resources. Key features of the Easy Peasy curriculum. All-in-one curriculum. Covers all major subjects, including language art, mathematics, science, history, art, music, and Bible. Structured by grade levels from pre-K to high school. Comprehensive and sequential. Lessons are organized sequentially to build on prior knowledge. Daily lesson plans guide students step by step through the material. Christian foundation. Bible study is an integral part of the curriculum. Lessons and activities reflect a biblical worldview. Self-paced and flexible. Students can work at their own pace with no set deadlines. Families can start at any grade level and adjust the material to fit their needs. Independent learning. Designed to foster independence in students, particularly in higher grades. Parents act more as facilitators than direct instructors. Digital resources. Leverages free online resources such as educational videos, games, and websites. Includes printable worksheets and activities. Minimal cost. Core curriculum is free. Optional physical books, supplies, or printables may require purchase. Affordable for families on tight budget. Grade level breakdown. Elementary school, pre-K to grade 5. Core subjects: language art, phonics, reading, grammar, spelling, and writing. Mathematics, basic arithmetic, geometry, and problem solving. Science, nature studies, simple experiment, and life sciences. History, US history, world history, and basic geography. Bible, daily Bible reading and memorization. Additional activities, art, music appreciation, and physical education. Hands-on projects and games for engagement. Middle school, grade 6 to 8. Core subject: language art, literature studies, essay writing, and vocabulary development. Mathematics, pre-algebra, and introduction to algebra. Science, general science, earth science, and physical science. History, more in-depth studies of world history and geography. Bible, devotional studies, and deeper biblical exploration. Focus on independence. Assignments and projects encourage critical thinking and self-management. High school, grades 9 to 12. Core subjects: English, advanced literature, creative writing, and research papers. Mathematics, Algebra 1 and 2, geometry, trigonometry, and calculus. Science, biology, chemistry, physics, and environmental science. History, world history, US government, and economics. Bible, theology, apologetics, biblical worldview studies. Electives and college prep. Electives include foreign languages, computer science, and art. Prepare students for college with SAT, ACT practice, and transcript guidance. Teaching and learning approach. Daily lessons. Each subject includes 180 daily lessons, aligning with traditional school year. Students complete lessons independently with occasional guidance from parents. Integration of online resources. Utilizes free educational tools such as Khan Academy, YouTube, and online textbooks. Lessons often include videos, quizzes, and interactive activities. Project-based learning. Emphasis on hands-on activities and creative projects. Encourages real-world application of academic concepts. Parental role. Parents monitor progress and provide assistance as needed. Printable guides and answer keys support parents in overseeing education. Strengths of Easy Peasy. Free and accessible. Offers a complete K-12 education at no cost. Requires only basic technology and internet access. Christian worldview. Ideal for families seeking a faith-based education. Flexible and adaptable. Accommodates a wide range of learning paces and styles. Easy to supplement with other resources if desired. Independent learning focus. Helps students develop self-discipline and accountability. Engaging and creative. Incorporates games, projects, and interactive resources. Community support. Active online community for parents to share tips and resources. Challenges of Easy Peasy. Internet dependency. Heavy reliance on online content may be challenging for families with limited or unreliable internet access. Limited teacher interaction. No direct teacher support unless supplemented with outside resources or tutoring. Customization required. Families may need to adapt lessons to suit advanced learners or those needing extra help. Christian perspective. While a strength for some, the curriculum may not suit families seeking a secular program. Varied resource quality. As it leverages free online tools, the quality of resources can vary. Easy Peasy all-in-one homeschool is an excellent choice for families looking for a free, flexible, and Christian-based homeschooling solution. It provides a well-rounded education with a wide variety of subjects and resources, all while promoting independent learning. While it is ideal for budget-conscious families and those seeking a biblical perspective, its reliance on online resources and the need for occasional supplementation may not suit every learner. In conclusion, Homeschooling in Ghana offers family the flexibility to tailor education to their children's unique needs. And choosing the right curriculum is a pivotal part of that journey. In this video, we have explored 12 diverse curriculums, each with its strengths and focus areas. From the National Curriculum of Ghana to the International Curriculums, as well as secular and religious curriculums, there is a world of options that cater to different learning styles, academic goals, and values. Thank you, and please subscribe to our channel. God bless you.